Welcome to Yoga for Parkinson's. My name is Elisabeth. I am from the Atlas Studio, Holistic Health and Contemplative Education Center. So today we're going to be doing a series starting in standing, working our way into moving down, seated, and then finally ending up on our backs on the earth. So if you have a yoga mat, you want to bring that out. We have it share, just in case there's a couple of postures where we're going to be balancing. So if you need that support, feel free to use it. Listen to your body, whatever feels good. If stretching too far is not comfortable, do what feels good for you today. Always listen to your body. Reach for water anytime you like. Okay. So we're going to get started. We're going to start in a mountain pose. We're going to drop our shoulders, palms face forward. And we're going to start by just breathing. Take a deep inhale. And an exhale. Just using our breath, relaxing our shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Starting to feel a little more calm, letting everything go that just came before us. Inhale. And exhale. And just begin to notice your feet. Let's wiggle our toes. Feeling the outside edges of our feet, our heels, the inside edges. And just feeling our balance. Lifting up slightly, coming back. Moving maybe side to side a little bit. And as we stay on the earth, extending our hands out, fingers are wide, making fists, changing it up between the two. Starting to rotate our wrists. I like to make figure eights if I can. I find that to be most comfortable. But choose what works best for you. And let's begin making circles with our arms and try and make as big a circle as you can. Go in one direction. Go in the other direction. Opposite. Just to balance that out a little bit. And lowering our hands down. So we might want to reach for that chair. Or if our balance is feeling awesome today, just lifting, rotating our ankle, wiggling our toes. Just finding that motion. And lowering our foot back down, switching sides. And one side may be stronger than the other. No worries. They're not exactly the same on both sides. Moving your ankle, wiggling toes. And lowering that down. Standing in the middle of our mat. Relaxed shoulders. Take an inhale. And look over your one shoulder, looking to the back. Noticing the breath. Back to center. Inhale. Looking over the other shoulder. Exhale. Letting that go. Coming back to center. Taking an inhale and bringing our right ear towards our right shoulder. Coming back to center. Taking a breath. Other ear towards the other side. Exhale. Coming back to center. Bringing an ear to one shoulder. And chin to chest. Opposite ear to the other shoulder. Chin to chest. Keep moving. One more time, each side. And as you come back, chin to chest, raising our head high. Just taking a breath. And sweeping our hands overhead, letting our wrists cross and bringing them back down. Lifting up and lowering down. Rising high one more time. As we reach the top, bringing our palms together. Lowering them down into heart center. Interweaving our fingers as we reach the bottom. Inhale through the nose, palms face away from your body. Lifting high overhead, bending your elbows. Bringing your hands together, coming down, exhale. Letting that all go. Interweaving fingers, inhale. Palms connect and lowering down, exhale. Letting it all go. Inhale through the nose. Palms are together, holding at the top of our breath. And exhale. Releasing, just letting that all go. Bring your hands back to our side. And putting weight into one leg. Bending the other knee, toes are on the ground. We can start with our hands on our hips. Rotating that knee, drawing the heel in. Coming into our tree pose. This would be perhaps a chair for balance or staying wherever you are. As we inhale, lifting our crown high, imagining it is coming up towards the sky. And as we exhale, rooting our feet down into the earth. Steady in our breath, finding that tall, long spine. Inhale and exhale, letting that go. Rotating our leg, kicking forward and bringing both feet to the ground. Setting up again, feet are underneath your hips. Weight has shifted, rotating other side, bringing knee and bringing the sole of our foot onto our leg somewhere. Not our knee, but anywhere else. Maybe holding onto a chair. As we inhale, tall spine. And exhale, letting it go. Imagining that crown rising high. And feet rooting into the earth as we exhale. Steady with our breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more full breath. Bring your knee forward and letting it all go. Shifting our weight. And we can start with our hands on our hips. We're going to be marching. Let's lift our knees as high as they are able. Bringing into those big movements as much as we can. And lowering our feet down. Feeling steady. Hands can stay on our hips. We're going to tap our toes, taking one leg, tap forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Bring your foot down onto the earth, switching sides, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Bringing them back down. Standing up, your feet are comfortable underneath your hips. Hands reach forward, fingers are wide. That's okay. And imagine sitting in a chair. Coming into a powerful pose here. As we inhale, we come up a little bit. As we exhale, we try and sink a little bit lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink just a bit. Inhale and exhale. Begin to straighten our knees, lower our hands, sending them to our hips. Come up on our toes. And just balance here, rising up. Perhaps reaching for a chair or staying as we are, lowering our heels right back down. Finding an adjustment, sending our hands wide, extending to either side, coming to our back body. Bringing the heels of our hands to our spine, about where our waistband would be. Bringing our shoulder blades together, looking forward or looking up. Coming for a back bend, opening up our heart, our chest. Steady here. Feeling that in our shoulders, and let's let that go. Taking that moment, dropping our hands, taking a couple of breaths. Filling up our lungs, maybe reaching for water. Hands begin to rise up, and we're interlacing our fingers, pointing our index fingers, elbows are bent, and hinging over towards the one side. Beginning to rise up, releasing our hands, bending our knees, sweeping forward, lifting up, changing what thumb is on top, and finding an alternate bend. Coming towards the other side. And letting that go. As we start with our hands on our hips, we come with a forward fold, hinging from the hips, bringing our body, lowering it down, and holding our elbows. Letting our head dangle. Finding a slight bend in our knees. As we slowly drop our hands down to the earth, extending one foot back above the parallel of the back of your mat, bringing your hands to the inside of the alternate foot, windmilling up, finding a warrior two. Our hands are extended from either side, reaching, bending into the foot, the knee of the foot that's at front. And the back foot is parallel to the back of your mat, 90 degrees. Looking over our fingers that reach out front. Thumbs rise to the sky. Our back hand reaches up and our front hand reaches down. Noticing our breath. In Trikonasana, triangle pose. Rising up, coming back to warrior two. Our front palm faces the sky. Our back hand touches our leg, Lifting up, coming into a reverse warrior. Just gazing at our fingertips. Bringing your hands back down to the earth. Twist and step forward, bring both feet in alignment. Back foot is parallel to the earth. Coming up into that warrior two. Extending the arms away from each other. Reaching. Thumbs rise. And hands rotate. The back one goes up and the front one comes down. Triangle pose. Taking a breath. Rising up. Warrior two. Flipping your palm, bringing the other one back. Gazing at your hand. And letting your hands go. Coming down to the ground. As your hands reach the earth, sending your feet back into a down dog. Slowly lowering down into tabletop. Moving through cat and cow. Neutral spine. Inhale. And arch towards the ceiling. Exhale. Just do a few of these. Slow, gentle movement. And when you come back to a neutral spine, make your way to seated. So as we're seated, we're going to bring up, come into easy pose. Knees are bent. Taking our one hand, touching the top of our ear, and bringing our hand over. Bringing your head back up, releasing and alternating, touching the top of our ear and drawing other ear towards the shoulder. And all we're doing is using the weight of our hands and taking a couple of breaths. Back up to center. We're going to take both hands, interlace our fingers, bring them behind our head, and lower down. And just take a few breaths. Bring your head back up. Bring our hands down to our knees. We're going to nod forward and back, forward and back, gently and slowly. There is no rush here. Then we're going to go side to side. And back to center. Extending our legs forward. Bending one knee and drawing the sole of your foot onto your inside thigh. Wherever it lands is fine. That knee is bent, not to the side. I'm going to take an inhale and fold forward, reaching toward your toes, wherever your hands land. However far your body is stretching today, perfectly fine. But reach. And if you can't quite make it, imagine reaching all the way for your toes. Simply folding forward. Rising up. Bringing that knee up, crossing your leg over, sending the same hand to the back and reach high with the opposite hand. Inhale, twist, Bring your forearm over top of your thigh, looking off to the side. Taking a couple of breaths. Coming back to center, releasing your hands and your legs, switching sides, bringing the opposite knee up, and just let it fall. You can inhale and fold forward, reaching for your toes. Inhale and exhale. Taking a breath, rising up, bringing our knee up, crossing over, bringing our hand behind us for support, lifting and rotating off to the side. And just breathe when you're here in this seated spinal twist. The twists are always great for digestion. Always help things move along for us. Just noticing our breath, our core. And let that go. Come back to center. And your knees, drawing them close, opening them up like a book. Reaching for our feet. Inhale and just hinge over our feet. In a bit of a butterfly hold. Taking a couple of breaths. And slowly rise up. Bring your feet back together. Extending our legs long on the earth. Bend your knees just slightly and begin to lift up, reaching forward. If balancing is new, start with one foot. Try and attempt for two. Using your sits bones to balance. Then we begin to lower our feet down. Extending our legs long. Come back onto our back body. Bending our knees. They're pointed towards the sky. Extending one foot. Pointing your toes towards your face. Bend that knee and rotate, crossing an ankle over the alternate leg. You can just leave your hands at your side. Noticing how your sacrum is being pushed into the mat. This thread the needle posture or figure 4 is awesome to open up your hips. Just breathing. And begin to release the leg that's crossed over top, bringing the sole of both feet to the ground, extending the opposite leg up, twist and rotate. And just breathe. Let's raise up the other leg, bring both soles of our feet to the ground, and rock our knees back and forth. And slowly extend our legs, get comfortable, and make our way into our final Shavasana, laying down on our mats. Take up space, melt Relax and breathe. Nothing else to do except be here and now, letting everything else fall away, taking time, just noticing our breath. Letting our minds go blank. As we imagine doing a bit of a body scan, just follow my voice, starting with our right shoulder, right forearm, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, small finger, right hand, right thigh, shin, foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and small toe. Left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and small toe. Left shin, left thigh, left hand, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, small finger, forearm, shoulder, hips, ribs, core, chest, neck, back of the head, front of the head. Just notice your body. Just notice, be gentle with yourself. Relax. Imagine you are in a pond. You are swimming all alone, nobody near you. The sun is shining, it is warm, it is bright. The birds are singing. All you hear is a small trickle as the water enters. And slowly you can hear the water leaving, flowing into a river. As your fingers move, you create ripples. You are relaxed. You are floating on this delightful pond. Enjoying your core as it lifts up. You see your feet sticking out of the water. Your head is in the water. Shoulders are relaxed. Your spine is calm. Your eyes might even be closed here. You're just feeling so good. If any thoughts come to you while you're here in this pond, just set them on the bank. They can wait. They don't need you right now. This is your time. Feeling calm. Just breathe. Nothing to worry about. Taking 2 full breaths. And slowly, on your second breath, begin to rise up and make your way to seated. As we come to a seated posture, lift your hands overhead, bring your palms together, Drawing them down through heart center. Inhale. And exhale. Letting it all go. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And smile. Only makes it better. Looking forward to seeing you on for practice at our website and meeting you in person as we run live classes. Hope to see you soon.